I think the most essential piece of writing advice I can share is that you're going to feel like giving up. You're going to quit a lot. I quit a lot with every book, but sometimes that's necessary. You've got to walk away and then come back to it with fresh eyes. I get very frustrated. Every book, I feel like I'm out of ideas, but it always comes in the end. So just remember that if you keep at it, even if you have to put your story down. Every writing experience has been different for me. I sometimes start with the plot twist. I sometimes start with a character, an idea for a character. I sometimes start with the last chapter. I am all over the place when it comes to how I begin a book. And so I never really know which ideas of mine are going to turn into books until I sit down and get to about that 20% mark. I have a lot of books that I've started that have gone nowhere. So I think that's another important piece of writing advice is that you're going to write a lot of stuff you don't use. You don't have to feel like every single thing you write is going to end up in a book. It's okay to throw away a lot of it. Some themes I'm interested in exploring in my upcoming books are themes that I've used in the past, and that is devil's advocate. I love playing devil's advocate. I love putting the readers in the shoes of people that they wouldn't normally agree with, or, trying to see something from a different perspective. So I plan to continue with that. It's my favorite theme. I came up with the idea for Verity after watching a scary movie with my mother. And I won't say which movie it was because I ended up not liking the ending. But I loved the first 3/4 of it. And I was complaining to my mom on the way home about how the ending made me so angry because I want it to be something scary that could happen to me in real life. And I gave her an example of, like what if my husband found a manuscript that I wrote and thought it was real and got upset. And she said, you should write that. And so I went home and I outlined the entire book until 4 a.m. And that's how Verity started, because I was angry at a movie. My favorite scene to write in Verity, shockingly, was when Verity and Jeremy met at the party. I just really enjoyed that. I think it was the only part of the book that wasn't, like too dark. And so it was just a lot of fun to write, and how they hopped in the back of someone else's limo. But that was my favorite.